Retainer, why did you...
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her? Guizhong is long ago, Sea Gazer would...
I don't remember...
He was an old... Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably be as Adepti. His treasures were...
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
What kind of...
No kind of... She always sought to... It also helped that... Anyway, who would dare Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Precisely. Even one could never... Each of those old... We would drink together. Streetwood ramble.
Streetward ram...
That would be Ping.
Oh. Or... Are you...
Alas, long as one should have guessed that... No matter... In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's obscuro Vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul. An emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili Plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetwood Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's... everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished...
What?
Just because... But in the end, back when they were right, that cleansing bell...
Wait! And she also said...
Streetward rep that bell, as for her own. As soon as Street... After all, we all have...
Whoa! So they were...
The cleansing bell, but Streetward rep the two once Once upon a time, music would go many years past, which brings one...
But...
One was all in response, though the strings...
Aww.
I just remember being although I met Guizhong...
Guizhong, had you not decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories, too, would have been lost to the sands of time. As of now, do you intend to discuss this with her?
Do you mean... Ping?
Precisely.
If I may be...
Oh?
I've been in Leo Heart, but this doesn't bring someone as though these no loss can... Ping has helped, though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit. Life goes on.
because there are new friends waiting for you further down the road.
We even asked Madame Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's week. Well,
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long...
Is not every...
I disagree. Each new day and each new year is different from those that have come before. How long will you simply let them pass you by?
Very well, then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back... Say,
Allow one to take back one's praise.
what?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you.